What if an entire advanced civilization, with technology far beyond our own, was completely erased from history? Tartaria, a supposed empire that spanned continents, may have had flying machines, free energy systems, and healing technologies that we've forgotten, or rather, that have been deliberately hidden from us. In this video, we're diving deep into the dark mystery of Tartaria, exploring its towering buildings that might still stand among us, its incredible hidden technologies, and the shocking events that supposedly led to its disappearance. We'll reveal what lies behind the resets that could have changed the course of humanity, and why traces of this lost empire can still be seen if you know where to look. Stick around until the end to uncover the truth about Tartaria's most closely guarded secrets, and the reset that may have shaped the world as we know it. While mainstream science has yet to confirm these theories, the evidence left behind invites us to question everything we know about our past. What if the truth has simply been hidden in plain sight, waiting to be rediscovered? Tartaria is a supposedly advanced civilization that, according to alternative theories, spanned vast regions of Asia, Europe, and America, before being erased from historical records. It is said that this empire possessed superior technologies, such as free energy systems and monumental architecture, and that its history was deliberately hidden after a series of catastrophic events, known as worldwide resets. Although its existence is not officially recognized, some believe that remnants of this civilization still exist in ancient buildings, and that its knowledge was suppressed by forces controlling the current historical narrative. One of the most surprising and controversial aspects of this civilization is the belief that its inhabitants were not ordinary humans, but giants. According to reports, gigantic skeletons have been found in various parts of the world, but these discoveries have been systematically eliminated or hidden. These colossi, known in different cultures as Velicani or Cyclopes, are believed to have been the original inhabitants of Tartaria, a race whose origins are lost in time. The myth of giants is not exclusive to Tartaria. From the Bible to Greek mythology, many cultures speak of an era when giants walked the earth. But these beings were not only endowed with extraordinary physical strength, they were also believed to possess advanced knowledge. In Tartaria, it is said that the giants did not need food or water like modern humans, but instead drew their energy from the ether, the electromagnetic waves vibrating through the earth. This concept of free energy is closely tied to ideas of suppressed technologies like those Nikola Tesla tried to popularize centuries later. The idea that history has been manipulated to erase a civilization like Tartaria goes beyond mere conspiracy theories. In fact, a declassified CIA report from 1957 details how the history of the Tatars was scientifically revised under orders from the Communist Party of the Soviet Union. The goal of this revision was to eliminate any aspects that might encourage ethnic nationalism, which was particularly problematic for the communist regime that sought to consolidate a unified Soviet identity, suppressing pre-existing cultural and political identities. This type of historical rewriting was part of Stalin's nationality policies, where history was used as a tool to shape public consciousness and ensure that no ethnic group developed an identity that could threaten the stability of the Soviet state. In the case of the Tatars, a group with an influential history in Eurasia, the removal of references to their glorious past and former power was a deliberate act to downplay their significance within the Soviet narrative. The CIA report indicates that the manipulation of history was not limited to simple corrections of historical errors, but involved a deep restructuring to erase events, figures, and achievements that could inspire a sense of independence or cultural superiority in the Tatars. Historical rewriting under Stalin also affected other nations within the USSR, such as the Ukrainians and Kazakhs, in an effort to consolidate control over the vast regions and peoples that made up the Soviet Empire. Although this document does not directly support the claims of a hidden global empire like Tartaria, it suggests that some historical episodes have been manipulated or erased to favor convenient political narratives. Historical manipulation was a common tactic of totalitarian regimes which understood the power of controlling the past narrative to justify their dominance in the present. One of the greatest enigmas of Tartaria is its mastery of technologies that today remain impossible to replicate. Free energy, a revolutionary concept popularized by Tesla in the 19th century, was nothing new for the Tartarians. They understood that the planet emits electromagnetic frequencies that can be harnessed and used as an inexhaustible energy source, which they integrated into their daily lives. The buildings of Tartaria, many of which still stand in cities like St. Petersburg, Paris, or Buenos Aires, were not only architectural marvels, but also acted as receivers for this energy. Cathedrals, palaces, train stations, and even post offices were designed to capture and distribute these waves, providing the inhabitants with unlimited access to clean, free energy. These structures, with their towering domes and lofty spires, are the visible legacy of knowledge that we are only just beginning to understand today. However, the true purpose of these buildings was concealed. It is said that starting in 1925, many of these places, which once housed healing machines capable of curing without invasive interventions, were transformed into conventional hospitals, becoming part of a medical system that moved away from advanced technologies to depend on more rudimentary and lucrative methods. This marked the beginning of systematic control over human health, where medical advancements were no longer in service to the people, but instead became part of a global market driven by commercial interests. One of the most puzzling and enigmatic episodes in Tartaria's history is what theorists have dubbed the Great Reset. During the 18th and 19th centuries, a series of natural catastrophes known as mud floods supposedly wiped out entire cities, burying their structures under tons of earth and destroying much of the advanced infrastructure that supported the Tartarian Empire. These calamities coincided with a period of volcanic eruptions and extreme climate changes, leading many to believe that it was not merely a natural phenomenon, but rather the catalyst for Tartaria's disappearance. The first of these floods is believed to have followed the Great Frost of 1740, with subsequent waves of destruction occurring in 1834 and 1892. These events not only ravaged cities and monuments, but literally wiped Tartaria off the map. The buried cities allowed the colonial powers of the time to rewrite history, hiding any trace of this civilization and its legacy. Thus, under layers of mud and debris, the remains of what was once one of the most enigmatic and advanced empires in human history were buried. Today, in various parts of the world, buildings can be found whose first levels are completely underground, as if the earth had swallowed them. Paris, New York, and other major cities show signs of these architectural anomalies, fueling the theory that something devastating occurred during this period. The question many are asking is whether these mud floods were a natural disaster or a deliberate act to eradicate Tartaria and its advancements. Could there have been a conspiracy to erase all evidence of its existence? Despite efforts to conceal its history, evidence of Tartaria has survived. Ancient maps, declassified documents, and architectural remains stand as silent witnesses to the greatness of this empire. One of the most remarkable discoveries is the map created by Dutch cartographer Willem Bleu in 1627. This map, declassified by the Russian government in 2013, reveals the vast extent of Tartaria, encompassing what is now Russia, Mongolia, and parts of China. Even more astonishing is that this map shows cities and territories that do not appear in any modern historical narratives. The publication of these maps raises unsettling questions. Why is Tartaria not taught in history books? Who decided to erase its legacy? And even more importantly, what else has been hidden from us? In 1998, the CIA declassified a 1957 document that mentions how Tartaria's history was deliberately altered to suppress any reference to its connection with Russia. This type of historical manipulation is not unique. It supports the theory that global powers control what fragments of our history are known and which must remain forgotten. Tartaria is not the only lost civilization whose existence has been subject to speculation. Alongside it are the names of Atlantis and Lemuria, two legendary societies that also supposedly disappeared under mysterious circumstances. Atlantis, popularized by Plato in his dialogues to Maus and Critias, is described as a prosperous civilization with advanced technology, which was destroyed in a single day by a cataclysm. Some believe that its existence posed such a threat to the established order that the elites of the world conspired to erase any trace of its legacy. Theorists suggest that Atlantis shared similar knowledge with Tartaria, particularly regarding ether-based technology and the harnessing of the planet's electromagnetic forces. According to these theories, the destruction of Atlantis was premeditated to prevent its wisdom from falling into the hands of modern humanity. On the other hand, Lemuria is a lesser-known civilization said to be located in the Indian or Pacific Ocean. Lemurians are believed to have had a deep spiritual connection with the Earth and to have mastered a technology that allowed them to live in harmony with nature, utilizing the planet's energies in ways we still do not understand. Like Tartaria, Lemuria is thought to have been destroyed by catastrophic events, such as earthquakes or volcanic activity, and its existence has been deliberately erased by those who control historical knowledge. As we explore the theories surrounding Tartaria and other hidden civilizations like Atlantis and Lemuria, it's hard not to wonder what else might be buried beneath the layers of history we've inherited. The idea of a world reset, where advanced civilizations are wiped off the map, invites reflection on the power of controlling the historical narrative. If these civilizations truly existed and possessed technologies more advanced than our own, why have they been hidden? Who stands to gain from erasing this knowledge? Tartaria, with its monumental architecture, free energy technology, and giants that once walked the earth, not only challenges our understanding of the past, but also raises crucial questions about our present and future. In a world where information is more accessible than ever, these lost stories resurface, pushing us to reconsider what we take for granted. History is not simply a linear sequence of events, but a construction, a selection, of narratives that shape our reality. But what happens when crucial chapters of that narrative have been removed? Perhaps the civilizations we've forgotten had more to teach us than we realize. Maybe their disappearance wasn't an accident, but part of a larger plan to keep certain knowledge out of our reach. In the end, the story of Tartaria and its sister civilizations offers a powerful lesson. We should not accept the history we've been told without questioning it. The true search for knowledge involves not just learning what is in plain sight, but also discovering what has been hidden. Because ultimately, whoever controls history controls the future. If you're intrigued by esoteric and hidden knowledge, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more content that dives deep into these mysteries.